And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another special episode of Something Awesome Podcast, man. Of course, it's yours truly, hashtag Poppy. We got Royal Static
Yes,
and
sir.
our very special, extra, Patty Mayo. She's in the building with us. Here to chop it up. How's everybody feeling?
Good. Today was a cool day.
Just cool?
Good day. Yeah.
So you just sound like a few keys. That's it? A few bricks?
No. I got some rest, and ate. And my child was partially good by herself, so it's a good day for me.
Hey, that's all it work. How about you, Royal? Seeing your big brothers?
No, I gotta be my brother, but no, I'm feeling good, feeling great, happy to be alive. Buried a family member this weekend, but it was cool.
Yeah.
No,
Rest in peace.
breathing.
I was there.
Yeah.
But it's good, feeling good in the spirit.
Yeah.
How you doing, co-host? How you doing?
Well, funny thing happened to me. I turned 30.
Hey, let's go. 30 and over club.
Yes, unfortunately, I guess I'll be joining you and Melba's.
You didn't tell me.
You said what?
I said you didn't tell me if your knee was hurting in the morning.
My knee has been hurting for the past 7 years.
I'm about to say it always hurt.
But you know what I'm saying? The funny thing about 30, man, I wasn't really I didn't do nothing too extravagant for my 30th, just went up to eat. But for me, just my birthday, just seeing everybody just, I guess, for your birthday, people you just, congratulate you, like, hey, happy birthday. But it kind of hit a little bit different because I got a lot of outreach from people that, I usually don't even speak to, or they don't, hit me up, saying there's a lot of random people just, saying happy birthday to me. So that kind of, meant a lot. And, sometimes it's like, little things you might post or say on social media really does affect people in terms of them wanting to even reach out to you. So that's why I learned most about when you turn 30 of little things like that you appreciate, like just, people just reaching out to you, even you haven't talked to them in a minute. And just so how much things have changed really, especially when you were at once 18 years old, and next thing you know, how the fuck 12 years pass, that fast? What I'm saying? Now when you look at fucking people, women 30 years and older, I'm like, God damn, they look good. And I look at myself, I look good to be 30. I think the 90s baby, what I'm saying, they look different. They look different. It's like 30s the new 20s.
I feel like people were saying that for a long time. Like,
it's a real thing though. It's a real thing because now it's like, damn, like you really gotta order perspective about everything, and especially with me, I went to high school and college, you know what I'm saying, and in the workforce. So it's like when I talk about college, I'm like, God damn, that was years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of feel, man. And shit, nigga Royal been 30 for 20 plus years, so I can only imagine how he feels. So
I feel great. I look good. I look like my age,
yeah, man.
I carry it well.
This man, I'm like, God dang, I'm gonna be Royal for the rest of my life.
You wish you could live this long and look this good. I pray you make it there, bro. I pray you make it there.
Well, I always had a look, so I don't think that's gonna go. I just hope my knee still holds up. But yeah, definitely blessed to be 30. Looking for at least 30 more, if not longer. And truly blessed. Got a lot of things to accomplish. A lot of things, to bring an offer to the world as well. Yes, sir. Right.
No, what was I thinking about this morning about people that was turning? Gucci Mane, Lil Wayne, and Boosie. I was like, dang, these niggas about to be 40. I feel like when they got into their 30s was a long ass time. Cause
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, they was in the upper 20s and now they in the 40s. This nigga Hove been 40 for the last 30 years. So I'm
yeah,
pretty sure that's been crazy.
No, but you got to think about it. We've been seeing Wayne since he was like 13. We've seen Gucci Mane since he was like 22. And we've seen Boosie since he was like 18. We've seen Boosie for most of his life. We've seen Wayne for most of his life. Gucci Mane came out, I think he was like 20 something. So he was rocking for a while. And you gotta think,
yeah, I remember
when he was rocking, he was rocking.
I won't be aging. Y'all be fucking. No, Lil Wayne was the only one that was looking like he due to be about 40. So I'm just saying 30 is gonna take a long time. I feel like 20s went fast as shit, but
yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. I remember looking at celebrities' ages back on Wikipedia, and when they back in their 20s, and now they over.
Every time I even see somebody, I think I'm like they acting. I be researching the whole everybody ages and shit and where they from.
Well, shit, ain't nobody know 21 Savage is fucking from what? Britain? Something like
yeah,
that? Yeah, from the UK, yeah, everybody know.
From the UK, yeah. So you can't believe everything on Wikipedia.
I think niggas was more mad that he wasn't from Atlanta.
Well, he is from Atlanta. He just wasn't born in Atlanta.
He
Like how Mello was born in New York, but you know what I'm saying, he's from Baltimore.
Yeah. I was like, y'all mad shit. This nigga not American at all. He coming over here fucking up.
That's crazy. You know? End up in Atlanta and just change his whole aura. I wonder if he really can do the little UK, English accent.
That
would be funny.
I don't think he's putting on an American accent when he speaks, like people like the dudes from Snowfall. And I think that's just the actual voice. I think he might have been born over here and came over here and didn't actually get a chance to stay there and learn the culture, not like that.
That's true. Well, I mean, I think he was Trinidadian or got some of that in him.
I'm not sure.
He was just born over there. Yeah, that's cool. I'm somewhat sure, but that's neither here nor there. Any case, I'll be ready to get into the shits.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Man. What angle you want to start from, bro? That's not a crazy pause.
All right, let's start from former President Trump and his interview getting taken off of YouTube. So apparently 4 or 5 days ago, former President Trump did an interview with a group called the Nelk Boys. I don't know who they are. Yeah. You can research them if you want to. And it was up on YouTube, I think, for maybe a couple hours or a day, and it was taken off.
Like a day span, it got up to about 3 million views.
And of course, since while he was president, he was banned off of every social media platform that exists except for certain private ones, I guess like Telegram and other places, whatever. But everything else like YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, anywhere else, a social media platform like TikTok and all that, he's banned off of there. So they knew he was going to take it down, but hopefully the interview was actually good. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but what are y'all thoughts on it?
I actually did see the interview. It was really thrilling. I mean, it didn't really go left, or he didn't really say anything outlandish other than what his usual outlandish stances are. So I mean,
so he didn't go crazy extreme off the crazy extreme he usually does. Okay.
No, I mean he just said that the voting system was rigged, it was fixed, and he was pretty much talking about like the UK and Ukraine and Russia situation, saying that it would never would have happened had he been president, and he was just talking, pretty much talking shit about like the Democratic Party, but he did say within the interview that like that he would bet the Nelk Boys that YouTube would take it down, and that's why the Nelk Boys after a few days oh, Trump was right. They did. He took it down, and I mean, I think it's kind of, I know the times that we live in and the outlandish things like former President Trump has said. Saying it can be damning, but I think it's kind of crazy to actually just take away somebody's interview from off the from off YouTube or off the web. You know what I'm saying? When we're supposed to be a land of free speech, and to censor him like that, I think that's kind of crazy. No matter how outlandish he is, but I mean,
Well,
I guess we understand it because
the First Amendment doesn't apply to private platforms and private entities. It's against the government stopping you from speaking what you want. And just because you can say what you want doesn't mean you're immune from the consequences of your words. Like he said, very defamatory, very inflammatory words that got people riled up and caused things like the January 6th incident of the Capitol to happen and other things like that. People are attacked by him running up a crowd of people listen to his words. So they're not wrong for banning him. He's had nothing of substance to say for most of his presidency.
Yeah, but I mean, I got a little bit of pushback because I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We can have our recordings like this and have them taken down just because some people feel some type of way.
Yes,
what I'm saying? That's
what everything. That's why we signed up for any of these services. Unless you own the platform, it can always get taken away.
I mean, they do. I mean, that boys do own the interview, the video. They could sell it.
They can put it on. They can put it on their website if they own one or anywhere else.
That way, but I think it's kind of crazy that because YouTube has mad crazy shit that's could be I mean that's out there that probably should be taken down, but it's saying it's still out there on there. So I mean I think it's kind of fucked up. But what you think, man?
I think if they just took the video down just because it was Trump, that's fucked up. If he wasn't, first of all, I didn't even know he was banned from every platform available. I thought he was just not allowed on Twitter because some people do need their Twitters taken away, but if they ain't look at his video and shit first, that's fucked up. That's kind of overboard. It's like y'all bullying him now just because he probably didn't say nothing outlandish or something.
And my thing is that he's not the president anymore. I mean, it's not like he's just a regular person.
He is.
I mean, he's not a regular person, but he
still holds a lot of power in certain groups and certain places because we've seen that they've done Trump 2024 rallies and they're doing a demonstration there in DC there where they block the highway and shit because of stuff that he's saying, like, oh, anti-vaccine, anti-this, anti-that. They were like, oh, Trump supports us while they're doing all this stuff. So he does have a very powerful voice. His voice reaches millions of people and it does get people riled up. And not
is that the responsibility of these platforms to pretty much demonize them in terms of like leading these things?
Well, they
because at the end of the day, people have to make their own decisions as individuals. You gotta hold them accountable and not him.
They do, but if you're violating autonomous service while getting people to do violent actions or actions that can cause harm to society, we have every right as a company to say, okay, you're violating the autonomous service, we're going to block you.
Yeah, but he never.
Other firms to block you too.
Well, he didn't do that in an interview.
I didn't see that.
He just simply had his stances of things that he felt.
Yeah, but he was already banned. He was already banned. All right, he was already been banned before this interview. It's not like, oh, the interview came out and then he was banned. He was banned all right, so I knew as soon as this interview went up, it was going to be taken down. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did. So it's not like it's nothing new. Like, oh, it just happened.
To be banned from something that don't mean. Like if I'm banned from Facebook,
but the thing about it is not his content; it's the Nelk Boys content.
Yes, but he is banned. It doesn't matter as long as he's on there. They will not allow it to be up.
It's kind of tough.
That's what the ban means. The ban means you cannot be on there. You cannot be shown. You cannot speak. You're banned. You're off of this platform.
Well, he's not
That-
off of the platform. You can still find clips
No,
of
you
Trump
can find
on
older
YouTube.
clips of him. I'm talking about going forward from before they banned, from when they banned him. He cannot release anything new in new media on these platforms. Of course, they'll keep some of the old stuff up, his older clips and all that and stuff like that. But anything
But that's fucked up.
after the
too.
ban,
They still
it's
gonna
done.
they still gonna monetize off him, but they're gonna ban him. That's tough.
Hey, it's a private platform, man. He can create his own platform. He won't be on there and talk all
Well,
the shit he wants.
He create his own platform. So, and I also don't understand for the Note Boys, how are y'all interviewing somebody that y'all know is banned? Y'all had to know this nigga was banned
They
from
did
being.
know. Everyone knows.
So how did
Yeah.
y'all think was going to be able to post him on YouTube?
Well, they thought
I think what they thought was pretty much just I guess what do you call it, like a pump and dump, like pretty much just trying to get as many viewers, new subscribers as possible, even knowing that it had the possibility of the video actually going down. But so essentially they're gonna have the video to have that content to bring in the viewers, and then hopefully get a nice retention rate, so get new subscribers.
If they were acting
makes
smart, if they
sense.
were smart with their marketing when they did this, they would tease that, oh, we have a big guest coming, oh, we have this coming, we have that coming, then did a couple second teaser just showing him like, oh, we got this guy, and they cut it off before they actually showed him. Like, all right, go to our website and watch the whole interview. Because they can have it on their website, because if they had their own website, who's gonna stop on their website?
Right.
But they know YouTube is gonna stop, everybody else gonna stop. They can say, okay, we got somebody big coming, do a little tease like, can't show you that. They're like, go to their website, you want to see the whole thing.
What he just said.
But I guess they said, but they might release it on their website if they have one. They might release it there.
They probably release it and probably sell it for like what, $2-3 for
They
people
could,
who haven't seen
they
it.
could,
That probably makes sense.
depending on how you want to do it. They could.
Like I would do that. It makes sense. So to capitalize on everything, man. But I mean, at the end of the day, I still think it's a fucked up situation because because at what point are we gonna just hold people accountable just for their own actions instead
People
of
should
just
be accountable for their own actions. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
He's banned. Look,
Uh,
if you went on every platform and said some fucked up shit, then that's, they all decided to single-handedly block you. You just gotta take that.
You gotta take
Yeah,
that.
you gotta take that out though, man. It's tough.
Because
Tough, man. Well, hey, Trump did put it on himself though.
All right,
All
let's hop to the next subject. We got the actor, Justin
Free-
Smollett.
Oh yeah,
Justin Smollett.
definitely smell it.
He is serving time right now. He was sentenced to 150 days in jail. He had to pay $120,000 in restitution, pay something else, and he got like probation after this. He apparently was removed. He was apparently moved from a psych ward cell to a regular cell.
oh Lord, this happened when? Yesterday?
Just now, today.
That happened.
Apparently, he was in a psych ward cell this whole time and wasn't in general population.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they say he's suicidal. Well, when the judge was giving the sentence, he said that he wanted to say that he's not suicidal. So
Apparently he is back in general population now, or at least in a regular cell. Hopefully everything works out for this man. He served his time, comes out and learn his lesson. Thankfully he won't be charged. Thankfully he won't be charged with a federal crime for the hate mail and being a hate crime, falsifying a hate crime against
man, he lied to us. he went down with a lie. I give him credit for that.
Go down with a lie.
He went down with a lie, man. That is tough.
Hopefully this man learned his lesson and will come out a better person.
I don't know how you gonna get your credibility back after this. I don't know how you're gonna get your credibility back. You know what I'm saying? You lied, you know what I'm saying?
really
about
have.
getting beat up and getting the noose tied around your neck and bleach poured on you, saying it's a hate crime, all for attention. I don't know how you get any credibility back, because none of the stories were believable from when we first reported on it. It didn't make any sense. And he
man's a
did
good actor,
he did
but
all
he
this
couldn't
to
pull that
himself
storyline
for no
off.
reason.
He's a
So
good
I
actor,
mean,
but he
I
couldn't
can't
pull that
really.
storyline off.
That dude did help it, but because where was the bleach and the noose?
It
Or
was
All
all
right.
the same thing, I guess.
All right, so
Yeah.
so going back to his original what originally happened, he had hired these these big Nigerian dudes to help him work
Not
out
white people, by the way. Not white people.
and do other activities.
Not
with
white
him.
people, by the way.
Other adult activities apparently with him. Allegedly, we can't say for sure because
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Allegedly,
Bro, that's me, bro.
That's the alleged
Hey,
part.
bro, you trying juicing up the story?
No, I'm saying allegedly.
never
That's
heard
the
about
reason
that.
why I said allegedly.
I
Do
never heard
adult
about
activities
that.
with him.
Okay.
So what he said was he was going at like 2 or 3 a.m. to go eat a Subway sandwich in the middle of Chicago in the middle of winter. Mind you, ain't no damn Subways open at 2 or 3 a.m.
it might be in the middle of
They
Chicago.
said, I don't know.
No, I ain't never heard no damn Subways open at 2 or 3 a.m. And apparently
That's some 24-hour Subway.
a truck came through.
Of course.
And allegedly some white folks was chasing him down and threw bleach on him with tied noose around his neck. And it was all
Randomly, by the way.
a big incident that happened around this when he was getting this Subway sandwich.
They knew it was him and they knew that he was gay.
Yeah, and I'm like that don't make no like why
And
all
they
that
just
3 a.m.
and they just carried the noose and they had bleach on them as well.
Why these people not caught on camera nowhere? Because there's plenty of cameras in the area he was at. Where did this news come from?
And he kept the noose all the way
all the way till we got to
whatever.
Where did he had these letters with his name was here, Justin Smollett, I guess trying to say, oh, we're gonna get you, we hate you, you F word, all this other stuff, allegedly. I haven't seen a letter, but that's what allegedly was in there. I'm not saying what words we use, those are slurs, and we don't do that over here. And yeah, he faked all of this. I don't know for what reason he did this. And he paid these Nigerian men their money for alleged gym training sessions. Again, I don't know what kind of training they was doing, but they was doing something with the man.
Apparently, you got the info on the training, huh?
I don't know. All I know they were allegedly training this man in the gym. And they was like, oh, then everything came out. They got brought in. He got brought in. It was a whole to do. They denied it. He denied it. They denied some more. It was like, oh, we're going to go to jail. We're going to get deported. So the Nigerian dude was like, oh, he put us up to this. He told us we get paid for this. We just want to be trained in the gym, blah, 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 or whatever. I'm guessing this is all for attention.
Together, that's what is blowing me because there's no transition in none of these parts of the story for it to make sense. Just juicy.
It don't make it does not make any sense to me. But maybe he had a plan. Maybe something in the plan didn't go right. I don't know.
Yeah, this is why he's not getting more acting gigs.
The lies came to light.
He's not getting more acting gigs, based off how all this played out. He wasn't a good actor.
No. He got some more acting jobs. Think about what happened with Robert Downey Jr., how he was on drugs for years, did plenty of jail stints, and came back on top. Come on, man.
Yeah, but he's white. That's different. They're gonna play out well for him. He white.
Man, they give that man a second chance.
Maybe Lee Daniels help him.
Lee Daniels or Tyler Perry. Lee Daniels or Tyler Perry hiring his ass back.
Well, all you're gonna get is the typecasted roles now.
Okay, it's work, man.
I mean, that's good for him, but I'm saying
he'll get something, man.
Yeah,
he'll bounce back. The man's not a bad actor. He's not a bad actor.
He's not a bad actor, but I mean,
what you say, man?
I said I feel like Empire was his biggest thing. Like that nigga was just starting, and he fucked himself up.
he wasn't just starting. That's the thing. People think he just started. Him and his whole family had a whole TV show in the 90s. They were all on the show in the 90s. It came on TGI. I remember watching. It was like 12 of them motherfuckers were there, and all of them were in the show.
Well, what Jesse did was pretty much make it easier for him just to scrap the show because it was going nowhere. The show was getting bad at the time, but then he finally did his shit, and then it was like, no, fuck it, scrap it.
Well, the show ended. That's what's going to be. Like I said, hopefully this man learns his lesson, pays his debt to society, and actually gets out and can be a productive citizen out here.
And man, just what I'm saying, stop lying.
Okay, I'm not going to say free that man because he deserved. I'm glad he got such a light sentence and they didn't file federal charges.
I don't feel like he should go to jail because of a crime he committed against himself. I think that's dumb.
No. He needed to sit down for that one.
This need to be.
He wouldn't went to jail. He would not have went to jail had he just admitted. He would not went to jail just had he said, you know what, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I did this to myself. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have went to jail.
Well, I feel like
he could have said a prank. He could say a prank got on the hand. I didn't know what happened. I was confused, disoriented.
He would pay some fines, shit. We got probation.
Yep,
that's it.
But nah.
And
again, hopefully this man is doing well in jail. He gets his life together and comes back out and get him a job.
Yeah, man.
I feel like he's gonna be okay.
He be all right. He got what you doing? Only 3 months? He be all right. You got time to think about what he did.
Yeah, I don't think nobody's gonna try to murder you because you did a crime to yourself. At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to for me. Not because you're a black man or a gay man. You just did some dumbass shit that gay people don't agree with, black people don't agree with, nobody agrees with, because we have real hate crimes out here.
Man, nobody give a damn about Jussie being gay. Nobody give a damn about that man being gay.
We just cared about him lying about a stupid ass story. Now that what makes me feel bad? I feel bad about Plaxico Burress going to jail for shooting himself. You know, that's still fucked up.
Well, I would just say Plaxico was a dumbass. I don't feel bad for that man going to jail because he shouldn't have had the gun on him illegally in the club.
Well, I mean, he had it for protection. Better have it.
He could easily got a concealed carry permit.
He could have. But I don't know. I don't know how times were back then. That was back in 2000. So I don't know how.
He could have.
He probably could have.
Or had security with him like he's supposed to. Have all security with him like he's supposed to. But has a different story for a different time.
But to me, I don't think it was worth 2 years for him doing. I think they couldn't give him probation.
Oh no, the 2 years was light because that's off the gun charge. That's not off the shooting.
Well, yeah, I know that's off the gun charge, but I'm saying it's only because he was in New York. I'm saying that makes no sense because
but 2 years is light for that. 2 years is very light for that. He could have been 5.
Yeah, it's light. But I'm saying to me, those type of crimes. Well, it's not even. Well, it's a crime, but I'm saying
it's a crime because he discharged a firearm in the area.
But I'm saying it wasn't detrimental. Nobody else was harmed. He harmed himself by accident.
It don't matter.
Certain scenarios like that, I think should be like, hey, he shot himself, could have killed himself. You know what I'm saying? We look at those things as like, hey, what you did was stupid. Slap on the wrist, keep it moving. That's what I think.
No, what they say is ignorance of the law is no excuse. They're like, fuck it, I don't give a damn. You don't know, you're supposed to know, and he'll get time. Take that shit.
Well, shit, there's a lot of shit in the laws and shit that's not being enforced that's supposed to be for civilians' benefits, but they just ignore that shit.
I'll make the laws. I try to follow.
Yeah, I guess.
Again, try to. I don't know all these laws, so I can't say I do, but I try to follow it as much as I can.
Yeah, yeah, we know.
All right, let's get to the next story. Let's see what we got. All right, let's go to what's the next story? Oh, okay. We can go to the impending. Oh, the rise of gas prices. Let's do that. Let's go to the rise of gas prices.
Damn. This is like $7 a
But
pop.
for those of y'all that don't know, gas to shot the fuck on up. I remember last year when if you were in the stock market last year, you saw the oil futures were in the goddamn tank. They literally would not let you buy some at a certain point because it was so goddamn low. Now there's a bounce back, and I think it's about like $100 a barrel, something like that, over 100 a barrel, whatever. They're like, no, can't get over this shit, whatever. And the gas price, and because of certain events happening in the world, that we're gonna talk about in a couple seconds, gas prices have rose up very, very high. It's like $6 a gallon, $7 for diesel, and it's like $7 for regular gas in LA and some shit.
Yeah, I've heard.
I do compare LA because we are nowhere near that.
But no, gas prices is high as fuck right now. I ain't gonna hold you. People with these electric cars is laughing their asses off. They is winning. My homeboy got Prius. He's like, yeah, man, it'll take you like $20 for this little take up. I charge this bitch and I'm good. I'm like, bro, you live it. But yeah, everybody claiming as high as gas prices, man, is really ridiculous. Hopefully they can find some type of balance to figure it out. Thankfully, we're in the US, so we're not exactly as dependent as other places in the world on oil. Of course, we are dependent on outside sources of oil, but we do have Texas oil refineries and states in Alaska and things like that, where we don't have to be as dependent as other places. We have reserves here. We have all that other stuff. So we can get outside oil. We don't need it exactly. But yeah, I feel terrible for the other countries that depend on other countries that are around them for their oil, and they gotta pay them astronomical ass prices. Like they don't have no reserves there. They don't have no type of oil there. They just fucked.
And man, it's called economics, man. Supply and demand, and that's just way to cook cookie crumble sometimes. But shit,
yeah, that's true.
Like
that's true.
$7, $6 for a gallon. It's tough. That's tough.
It is tough. Very tough.
See, this is why we need the the little hovercrafts, things that had indigestions.
Them shit probably still won't require some type of oil. Kind of oil that whole shit.
I think those probably like solar panels. I don't know. What is it?
You
Turbines.
You hope there'd be solar electric or something.
Well, Roy, you probably gonna construct it.
Man, I feel so many people with the big ass trucks and take like 120 to fill them shits up.
Gas guzzlers.
Yeah, a friend of mine has an excursion, like it's 120 for that bitch. I'm like, oh, Jesus, that's some money right there. That's
luxury, man.
Right
you need. So people gonna start selling gas like dime bags.
Oh, people are still again. Oh, that's the crazy thing. People are still again. People go out in people's cars, drill holes in the gas tank to siphon that shit out and taking it out. Just dump it into like the little catch cans or whatever, and taking people's gas.
Wow, man. How they manage to do this without somebody knowing?
Because I guess they do it while they parked or whatever. They go out in the cars, drilling holes in their gas tank and taking the gas out of it. I literally just seen on the news earlier today. They happened like the last couple of weeks.
Jeez, man.
Man, what are your thoughts on people stealing other people's gas by drilling holes in their gas tanks? While I need the car.
Teach me the game, Ghost. So I really be wondering how these people be getting away with that. Like, where y'all be putting all the gas?
Yeah, I guess it was using catch gas.
I guess gas cans.
Under somebody's car.
They gotta be real fast, man.
That's they right on the street. Go zip, hit that tank, get the holes, grab the gas, and go. So they get your gas, they get your catalytic converters, they get your rims and tires, they get all your shit with your car. You get shit sitting on bricks.
I need to know because how you that slow? Where you standing at for your car to get jacked like that? Like,
I guess they do it while people are asleep or away from their cars or whatever. They could be here anyway, like parking lots, long-term parking for most places. Because you know people do like long-term parking in like garages or like the park in the airport, whatever. I
Them
don't know,
shit's pretty and cameras though.
not everywhere has security cameras. That's the thing. Not, you would
Yeah,
think so,
not
but not
everywhere.
everywhere has security cameras.
Yeah, man. They pay that.
And think about all the private lots here in the city that don't have security or cameras. All you have is a little gate. You just walk around a damn gate.
That's pretty sure security. I don't know.
Nobody's there at night for these places. Nobody's there at night. They're only there for the day to get the little car thing. But if they know nobody's coming out, why would they have security there? But like places. That wouldn't make sense. Like, why not waste money on security when I know nobody's coming in and out during the hours of midnight at 6 a.m.
Man, get a protective bubble for your car.
Man, trying to stay safe with these cars, man.
Try to stay safe.
All right, let's go to the main issue we got now, man. The meat and potatoes of this podcast right here. Russia versus Ukraine, aka possible WWE3.
Tough.
I know we had a couple of scares a couple of years ago talking about WWE3 is coming, those coming. This might actually be WWE3.
Yeah, man. You know, the crazy thing, we talked about the posturing about Russia. We said that, oh yeah, they're gonna attack these motherfuckers. I said that, right?
We said it.
We prophesized that, man, but they went ahead and now they bombing shit. Russia is like
they shelling the shit out of these cities.
Yeah, they destroying hospitals, people's apartments, and it's pretty much like a damn near full-on takeover.
They just showed they killed a former New York Times reporter the other day at one of the challenge. Yeah,
man, it's getting close to home. You never know, because think about it, they're doing that over Ukraine, and these other countries starting to favor trying to align themselves with Russia, like China and Korea?
China, North Korea, and I think that's it. I think maybe
Iran. You think Iran trying to link up with them too?
Maybe. I think they sitting it out. They waiting to see, but we know for sure China, North Korea talks with Russia.
Yeah, man, this is very alarming because so you got countries starting to unite and pretty much revolt against agreements. That means that anybody can get it, at least if you're the opposing side. And all these countries are trying to posture for pretty much world domination, if you will.
Russia has been hit with many sanctions right now. They've been sanctioned the fuck down. Like they literally most of their banks hurting for cash right now. A lot of people trying to get their money out, couldn't. Well, their money is still in there, but they got to trickle it out. There's no more Apple Pay, no more Google Pay. OnlyFans, all the.
I think somebody had to sell a team, right? Someone had to sell a team or something like that.
Something like that. All like Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, all that shit is gone. Doesn't work over there. Apple refuses to sell devices over there. A lot of services are shut down over there in Russia and Belarus. Russia literally just declared that all piracy, digital piracy is basically legal over there. You're not paying nobody their copyrights for nothing. Like stream all the shit you want, download all the shit you want. We ain't paying your motherfuckers nothing for these movies, TV shows, music, none of that shit. So if you thought you was getting royalties or money from Russia, they said fuck y'all to these sanctions go out, we ain't paying y'all shit. Download all that shit you want for free.
Yeah.
Or the
Ukrainians. Also, I want to say, prayers to Brittany Griner. Right now, she's stuck over there in prison.
Man, Brittany shouldn't have had the damn
weed oil or something like that. Right?
Should have had that damn vape powder in her damn pocket. She knew better. You don't travel with none of that shit.
Especially during the times that. See, I mean, she might have forgot it. It could have been an accident, but the times that we in, she got to be more aware.
Been over there in the place. Hell, you more than I thought.
On the Ukrainian side, everyone they were showing like a week or so ago they were sending women and children away on trains to different countries to leave, and everyone that was male or born a man, even if you identify as non-binary or you're a trans woman, you have to stay and fight. They say we don't give a damn what you identify as. You was born a man, you gonna fight like a man.
They need them bodies.
They said you were born a man, you gonna fight like a man. Now when it's over with, you can figure that shit on out. But for right now, you gonna take your manly ass and go get you a gun and you gonna fight, brother. Ain't no I'm a woman now, ain't no identify as non-binary. They say you was born a man, you gonna fight as a man. Let's get this done. Again, this is Ukraine saying this, not me. This is Ukrainian government saying this, not me or this podcast. Let's get that straight right there.
Why is Roy trying to get canceled, man?
I'm just saying, I had to clarify that because people say, "Oh, he said no, I didn't." That's the Ukrainian government, not me. That's
you got it, Roy, man. You got it. But
and again, I feel sorry for those people that don't identify as male as a guy fight. But hey, that's a luck of draw. That's what the country say you gotta do. You got to do it.
Yeah, so they over there, they gotta defend themselves, and yikes, it's tough. That's tough, man. Because I don't even know how citizens in America will react to something like that, knowing that you're in an all-out war, having to use your will, your manpower as being a civilian.
Man, you know them. You seen January 6th. You know them other folks are clamoring for a civil war to happen. They're clamoring for that shit. You know that. Come on, Alan. But again, you had plenty of them other folks going over there and fighting. Well, Russia saying, "Oh, Russia did nothing wrong. We're gonna fight on the front lines." I'm pretty sure I've seen that video that the guy talked about. "Oh, Russia's great. We over here fighting for the freedom. Fritos, Russia ain't do nothing wrong. Fighting on the front lines." This older gentleman that was out there doing this. We all know what he looks like. I ain't gotta say nothing. We all know. But it's crazy. It's crazy to me that these people in this country want to go over there to fight for a country they don't give a damn about. Literally does not care. You want to go over there and fight for Russia. The bad guys in this situation, that don't make you pause and say, am I on the wrong side of this? Am I on the wrong side of history or this?
I swear, man.
But again, the logic shouldn't surprise me because when they're on the wrong side of history for everything else, they don't think about it. So I'm not surprised.
It's like like South Park is really reality, yo. It's like,
yes, it is. Yes,
you know,
it is.
Trump and just idiots just living in America, just believing any type of hoopla propaganda shit. It's like it's like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, but it's tough. And then, you know what I'm saying, the people living here in America, we don't get any type of resources that's needed in certain spaces within, like, you know, they're in the city, or, you know, just places that we need here in general, like Flint, you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. We just hope that things work out in the best. You know, hopefully things stay over in the West, not over here. Well, technically, West.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
So apparently the president is heading to Brussels for a NATO meeting. I think tomorrow, a NATO summit, and apparently 2 Fox News journalists were killed in Ukraine today.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Not only so, I didn't do it.
Yeah. Okay. Russia invades Ukraine. Ooh, yeah, okay. This is some wild stuff. Hopefully, we can have some peace talks. I'm actually glad they actually let the Black people leave the Ukraine. What I try to let the people out. It was like, y'all gotta stay. It was like dogs and everything through.
Yeah,
let
man.
Black people out. Nigeria had to say, let our people out before y'all get fucked up real quick.
Real swift.
But it's crazy. It's crazy to see. Hopefully, the situation doesn't evolve in WWE. I know it's jokes and all that, but this is.
But hopefully, it really doesn't, because I mean,
this is a really serious situation.
I don't think. We live here in America where there's confrontation, but it's not real confrontation, if you know what I'm saying. It's actually confrontation as to where everybody can get it. It's not just amongst your little communities where you might have problems with, a certain set of group. This is like actual fucking war where motherfuckers got tanks and bombs and missiles just launching left and right, and you're actually having to fend for your life as if you're in the Walking Dead type shit.
This is really wild to see the news coverage of this situation, because a lot of news reporters like, oh, I didn't expect to see this in such a civilized country. These are good, fine people who deserve this. And I'm like, why are you saying it like other countries deserve to be war torn like that anyway? Saying it like the black and brown countries deserve to be war torn and be fucked over. Like, oh, these people look like me, they don't deserve this. Like, no. War happens everywhere. People keep forgetting about the genocide that happened in Europe. There are plenty of genocides in the 90s that aren't talked about.
That's true. I mean, this is what happens. It's history. You know what I'm saying? There's always war and there's assimilation. And
this whole village is wiped out.
I mean, it just hasn't happened at certain, continents in many years. So it's kind of to us like, well, shit, I guess it's over with. It's not going to happen. But that's not the way it works. At the end of the day, as long as there's some type of, as there's, advances within each society, as far as technology and economics, there's always going to be some type of group of people that's going to want control. And that's based off the knowledge that they have within the world, and also financially, they're able to finance to take over everything. I mean, if you have the power and influence to do certain things, why wouldn't you do it? I guess, even if it's past, moral codes.
Yeah,
and
you can't rely on moral codes. Everyone doesn't subscribe to the same morality.
Exactly. So I mean, the people with the bigger guns and the money are always gonna want the most control, and wants to control the narrative based off how they see fit for life here or whatever. Yeah.
I'm really trying to understand what I really want to know this for every war though. I don't understand what they're beefing about. Like, even trying to put together the little bit of information that they give, but
well, essentially, Russia feels like that UK is part of the territory, and based off of what happened in Roy.
They really, it's complicated. It's a whole military pipeline thing or whatever. But they really want to unite the USSR again. Like, all right, y'all come back and forth to us. We got Crimea. We got all this shit. Well, next y'all back into Russia again. You're gonna be Russia again. It's gonna be a whole thing real quick. And of course, Putin on a power trip right now. We're a major power trip right now. Thankfully, he can't be a dictator. Like, God didn't pass that law. He was trying to get passed, whatever. Make him a dictator, whatever. But yeah, that man is on a real power trip. Is fucking his country up.
Well, yeah, I mean, essentially, it's like, people, these different, countries want to be able to control everything. You know what I'm saying? They want power. They're not going to stand for like U.S. Being like one of the top powerhouses, their economy and influence and their military forces. They don't want to have essentially somebody having the up and up on them. And that's the way not only Russia feels like that, China feels like that, North Korea feels like that. And that's the way it is. I mean, you don't want to feel like there's always somebody's hovering around trying to, little bro you.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, I see it now. Okay. I thought this was a random ass rusher just rolling up on somebody, but no, these niggas
No.
been beat.
Nah, them niggas been posturing for a minute. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Every time, China or Russia or Iran send a missile up in the air saying they quote unquote testing things, that's just them sending a signal to everybody like, hey, it can go down at any time.
Dang, this been going on for all these.
Like, this is some wild
Yeah.
ass stuff.
But I feel like I'm still on a 60 men 65 and under or 1865. I'm like, what niggas don't have an army? And then it's
Well, they do have an army, but you gotta think about it's a voluntary army for most of these countries, unless you're like somewhere like South Korea or China, or whatever, where you had to do military service,
time.
or
Y'all
Israel, where you gotta do military service.
together a better army
So
since y'all beat the
Damn,
territory.
this ain't Sparta. This is not Sparta. This is not Trojans. These some regular ass niggas. Well, with a few good guns.
Right,
like-
that's what you been beefing all the time.
Yeah,
yeah, but Ukraine hasn't been. That's a great thing. Ukraine hasn't been beefing. Ukraine literally only got their freedom in like what 91, 92. They literally became their own country in like 91, 92, whatever. So yeah, they haven't been. They only been up for like 20 something years. Like been not part of the USSR for like 20 something, maybe 30 years, maybe. So it's like they have like one generation of people like, all right, we weren't part of the USSR, now we free. It was like a generation, that's it. And then the rest of everybody before that was like, all right, we USSR. What about before this?
Oh. Well, that's adorable. God pray for them. Hope they get their
So of course they want to keep. If you're the generation that was where they had their freedom, you want to keep your freedom.
right.
Like if you were a baby during that time, you wouldn't remember none of this. But if you were a young adult or a teenager or young adult during that time, you would be transitioning from like the late 80s, early 90s to when your country was part of a big conglomerate in the USSR. Then you guys are free, like, oh yeah, we free. We get all this other stuff. We get Gucci. We get all like we get all the benefits of capitalism when you get your country separated from the USSR. And I would want to go back, but I would want to go back to nothing else. I want to keep. I want to stay a free country.
Yeah.
Because I'm old enough to remember when it was like underneath the authoritative rule of the USSR, I would never want to go back.
Right.
Exactly. So I mean, guess the moral of the story, man, get your army up.
That's all I'm worried about. Like, we want y'all to win, but y'all gonna have to stay organized after this.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's hop into
Press for everybody though.
Yes. Let's hop into a couple more sports stories and we get them out of here, bro. All right, let's go. The GOAT comes back. Tom Brady is returning.
Yeah, man.
Tom Brady retired for
all of 2 or 3 weeks and decided, saying he couldn't take Giselle and the kids anymore.
He was like, man, them kids getting on my goddamn nerves. I need something to do, man. Fuck them kids. I come back.
Playing football, man. That's crazy.
He didn't know what to do at home. Them kids were sick of him.
Nah, he was sick of them. He was probably sick of them kids. Like, you motherfuckers that got school. Y'all got Dad, we homeschool. Like, y'all got no activities to do. No, we everything will break right now. Like, what going on in my face?
Tom Brady said, fuck that, yo. Started deflating some balls. Got the playbook. Call Antonio Brown real quick. Like, yo, I can't take this shit right now. We got to win this another Super Bowl, man.
Man, I knew he wouldn't stay away. I knew he would not stay retired for long. Like,
yo,
man loved the game too much.
It's only been a few weeks, dog. It's only been a few weeks.
He loved the game too much.
Since the Super Bowl, man.
And he like we was this close. Like we was this close We was right there. We could have did it. Like, no, I gotta come back. I gotta come back.
Like minicamp ain't even start. This nigga didn't say you wanted to come back that fast. That's crazy.
Like, shit, let's get it. Like, let's get to it.
He said, "Man, fuck the wife, fuck the kids. I'm going back here, man."
Right.
I'm pretty sure he loves his wife and kids, but
Yeah,
he's
nah.
like, nah, I ain't staying with these motherfuckers this long. He was like, this is what I've been missing for all these years. I did the right thing.
And I'm pretty sure he spends time with his wife and kids, but you know it's not like extended amount of time because you're on the road for most of it. But think about it, half the year you're on the road.
His kids' whole lives, like they probably was feeling uncomfortable as shit with him all in their space and everything that they doing.
You gotta think about it, 3/4 of the year you either training or you're playing football. You get maybe a 3-4 month period where you're not doing nothing. Like ain't no football, ain't no training or nothing. And then as soon as like June, July hit, you about to go back into training mode to do mini camp and all that other shit. So it's like, okay, I got a 3 to 4 month period where I'm free to do whatever the fuck I want. Then after that, I go right back into football mode.
We ain't never heard no stories about Tom Brady missing a game because his wife about to give birth or nothing.
Oh yeah, we damn. You're right. We damn sure have it. You're so right. He like no. I watched the video playback. He like I watched the playback.
Wow, man, that's tough.
But oh yo, you know what's fucked up? They auctioned off his last ball for what 513,000. That now that he threw in the auction, and he literally came back the same goddamn day they auctioned that shit off.
That's tough. So technically, that's not his
last ball. Well,
but that's a come
no.
That's a come up though.
That's technically his last ball because he has a side with everybody. Yeah, he has to play another game of football.
No, he's coming back with Tampa Bay. He's coming back with Tampa.
He played technically, yeah. He played, yeah. So that is technically his last ball.
Technically yes, but but we know it's not.
Until we hit that field and throw that ball, that's his last ball.
Well, shit. I mean, that wire transfer came through. It's done. I'm good.
Yeah, shit, I'll be good. You don't have to pay them auction fees. Them auction fees be a bitch.
I just know any ball he throws into the stands, dog. I'm keeping that joint. Man.
Shit, he would have never got that bitch back. I'm like, that's mine, man.
Never got that. I think when he broke the passing touchdown record to Mike Evans, he tossed the ball in the stands. He totally forgot that was a record breaker, and then they convinced dude to give him the ball back, and what was done by the dude, I would never get that ball.
He would have got that shit back for I
think he ended up getting some season tickets for next year and like 50K worth in Bitcoin from Tom Brady. When that shit could have went for like
that ain't worth
at least $200,000. At least
that ain't worth it. I'm like, I need 350,000 for this ball. I need 350 for it.
You would have got that back in blood.
You damn sure got that back in blood. Like you ain't getting that bitch back from me for nothing.
That's crazy now. But yeah, he returns. I mean, we didn't really get to enjoy his retirement, so it is what it is.
Let's talk about the lockout being over finally for baseball.
Oh yeah, man! Finally get to go to ballparks. I didn't really look into like what were the new terms or whatever, but I just know that at the end of the day, it's $1 billion industry. They weren't trying to lose any games. They wasn't trying to lose any more money. I'm
not going to any ballparks, so you can enjoy that.
You said you're not?
I will enjoy the game right here from the comfort of my own home.
You will go to a game, bro.
But damn lie. I had season tickets for the last 2 years. Did not go.
Yeah, season tickets how much did the season tickets cost?
It was a little bit of money.
A little bit of money. You don't even like baseball like that.
I love baseball.
That's the crazy thing.
Talk about. I've been watching those.
That's kind of crazy.
I love baseball.
Not these past few years.
You don't know me. You don't know me. See,
that's what I do, nigga. You never played baseball. I played baseball.
I didn't say I played baseball. I said I love baseball. That was how I
You
played it.
can't love me if you didn't play it.
That's not how that works,
That
Selena.
is how that works.
I played T-ball, play a little bit of softball. I don't play baseball like that though, but I do love it. Yes.
Ain't the same. I won the championship in middle school. Well, for the rec league, but yeah.
Rec
was
league
back
do
in
not count.
2005.
Rec league do not got their
It
count.
do count, man. Little league, 2005 Woodlawn. Yeah. I had 6 stolen bases, 2 runs scored.
How the fuck were you playing on? We ain't gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna. We're not gonna get into that right now. We got to talk.
I still
We
got
got to
my
talk in this
trophy.
podcast. We got to talk.
I got my trophy.
But yeah, I'm happy that the lockout was done. I'm ready to watch some baseball. From the comfort of my own home in the AC. Just get me some nice grilled dogs.
I'm gonna head to a few games just to, you know what I mean. Hopefully, I won't be as depressed. Hopefully, we'll have a good season. But
Well,
you
when
know.
you enjoy yourself down there, let me know so you can buy me an opening day.
Don't worry, I'll kidnap you. You coming?
Yeah,
Kidnap you too, Mayo.
yeah.
You like orange?
Yeah, but I ain't going to no baseball game.
Oh, I'm so mad that you can't bring food in there no more. They literally say you can't bring food to the stadium no more.
Oh, I hope they got food.
They do have food, but I love bringing my own food.
Nah, I mean it's whatever. I can pay like whatever. When you go to ballparks and stadiums, you just expect to pay the price is the price.
Shit,
So
I ain't pay. All I paid for was my ticket, man. I used to go get my shit from Lexington Market. Go down to
All right, Mr. Krabs.
Go down to the goddamn ballpark and watch the game, man.
All
Had
right,
about
Mr.
5
Krabs.
bottles of water, 2 Gatorades, some hot dogs, a chicken box. That'd be good. That bit.
Nigga, you done pay for season tickets. You ain't gonna pay for a little $5 hot dog.
Hot dogs like $8 a piece. Soda like $8 a pop.
Getting a meal for $25.
You can get a meal for me. I mean, $25.
Oh.
And plus, you're not even spending money. You guys are baby mothers to do that.
I am spending money. I'm spending all the money. I want the crab fries. I want the damn beer. But no, I did buy beers. I did buy beers when I was down there. I would buy the beers when I was down there.
We're going to the game. It's getting all that food and shit. It's sitting
You
up
can be
there.
a bougie Mr. Krabs.
I would buy a couple of beers while I was there. Them beers was good as shit too. I ain't gonna lie.
Why? Because it was cold?
This was delicious. It's crazy. There was some lime margaritas down there too.
Lime Marina. I haven't had a lime margarita.
Lime margaritas
Man. Lime margaritas used to be so lit. I used to drink the little berry one. Berry one was cool.
It was a problem seeing all the people buy lime margaritas down there.
Really?
Like, damn, y'all
You get you get the frozen ones.
I don't drink them.
Maybe you drink anything. Look at you.
No, I don't. Don't put it on me. I don't drink lime margaritas, bro. Not my thing.
I don't believe you. How about you, Mel? You drink anything fruity?
No.
No.
I went to the game to drink that.
What you go to the game to try to snatch one of the ball players, get that contract?
No, I don't want no baseball player. I don't like nothing about baseball. So.
You don't like $300 million?
But I don't play baseball, so it ain't.
You ain't gotta play baseball. You gotta play on the right baseball player team. That's your team. It's like, nah, you need a football, basketball player, huh?
Yeah, because I feel like their lives would be more interesting. So it's like
baseball players less likely to cheat, or they do. You won't know about it.
I think they all cheat.
You think they all cheat? Yeah,
they are rich. I mean, I feel like all rich niggas cheat. It don't matter what you do to be rich.
I'm trying to be a basketball husband. I need to start going to the WNBA games.
What's that? Hold
I
up.
said husband, nigga, not wife. You fucking dickhead.
Hold up.
Oh, can I say that? I'm like,
You try to be a real husband in
that.
Hollywood? Try to join the Kevin Hart show?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to be courted by one of these WNBA players.
Man, Aaliyah trying to be a cap man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Go for your dreams. Go for your dream to be a cap man.
I'm going. You know what I mean?
Aaliyah trying to let that step in life.
I'm trying to go to some of these Washington Mystic games, you know, or the Phoenix Mercury. Yeah. I'm saying they got some good looking women there. Oh yeah, the LA Sparks. I think the girl was wearing
Sparks is fire. Sparks has got that fire, man. They got good ass team too.
I mean, they can be one of them. Have a reality show.
Aaliyah trying to be a whole house husband over there.
That's right. That's right. I'm trying to change the game.
Hey man, if we could achieve your dream, go for it, brother. Go right here, around here.
I will, man. I will.
Other house husbands, because they'll know how to get the girls. So if you start with that, what neighborhood you gonna go to first?
What neighborhood I'm gonna go to first? I don't know.
House husband friends first.
Oh yeah, you do got to friends.
So they connect you to the women that got the money. That's how the housewives do it.
Yeah, but it's rare to find these house husbands, man. House husbands ain't easy to find, man.
Yeah.
A lot of them
I think you just lucky
be ashamed of it. They be hiding it.
Yeah. I think you just luck into it. I don't think it's one where like somebody can push you.
Yeah, like it's a house husband support group. Like put me on, coach.
It's like I probably got to meet one of them on a random tip, like, you know, see them at the supermarket and those that
gotta go to the market too. Find out.
That goes to the market. That's where they be at. Or they probably be in Target.
Or PTA meetings.
PTA meetings.
Nobody be in no damn PTA meetings.
Look.
Even the parents don't want to be in PTA meetings. Come on.
They don't want to be in that shit.
What? The rich people would go to the PTA meetings.
I don't know. They send what they send their nanny to?
They send their proxies. They send their nannies, their the maids, and anybody else but themselves go there.
Exactly.
Like
my money and power and influence, man. All right, Roy. What's next on the billing?
All right, we can do.
Hold on, before we get into it, I'm about to leave, guys. I gotta go finish being a mother now.
Oh wow, you're leaving us? That's how you do. We invite you to the show, and now you just got casually leave us because you want to be a mother for another 20 minutes. You got us fucked up.
No.
Go ahead and fulfill your mother duties, Mayo, man. You was a great guest on the podcast.
Thank you, Mayo, man. Mayo, we appreciate your presence. We love you, and you know, saying, you know, go do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I'm about to, but by the time I finish this 20 minutes, she's gonna end up wrecking some shit. But I love you guys, and I'll be back.
Yes, you will be. All right, love you, Mayo.
Love you, bye, y'all.
Bye. All right, so we have two RIPs real quick. We got Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, the bad guy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. WWE Hall of Famer.
Most definitely.
One of the greatest wrestlers of the Attitude Era we've ever seen. One of the greatest wrestlers of any era we've ever seen. The man sold. The man sold his character well. His storylines are freaking great. Hey, yo!
You know, I remember using on, I think, Dreamcast video game. The rest, man, that nigga was tough.
I remember playing him on the PS1 WrestleMania joint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bro, loved it.
I'm about to get the new wrestling game as well, man. But rest in peace to Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, man, legend sport. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fucking lessons out of WWE as well, man.
The crazy thing is, a lot of people thought he was actually Cuban at the. I was one of the people that was deep by his damn performance. I'll tell you years later. As far as I know, he was just playing white.
Yeah, but I just thought he was just white.
That was a character he was playing, but I was deep until I became a little bit older. It was like, oh,
why? Because of the hair? Why? Because of the hair?
Just the attitude, like the whole put on. It was like, okay. And then of course everybody seen the famous picture of him in a pink outfit in the middle of Miami in the hood with 12 chains on, just chilling in the hood.
This man had this wrestlers acting in the right way, man. It's crazy. They good, man.
I was not expecting that. And then the Marvel actor William Hurt played General Thaddeus Ross, and the Hulk and the Avengers has passed away at like 70 something.
Damn.
Dude was a good actor. I was waiting for him to actually change characters in the movies. I'm not gonna say for people that don't really comic books, but if you know who he was going to become allegedly in these upcoming movies. And again, hopefully they bring that character out without him, but it's sad to see that man go.
It's tough, man. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, bro.
Yeah, and just give a little bit of quick fast news before we roll out here. What do you think about the Batman movie?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for it to hit HBO Max.
Oh yeah, you didn't see the shit.
Yeah, it's it. Yeah. Well,
God damn it, Royal, man.
I'm not spending 3 hours.
I'm not gonna spoil it to you, but I mean,
that darkness. But
I'm not gonna spoil it for you, man. But it's something that it's not going to quite necessarily live up to like one of the greatest Batman movies, but it's definitely a great watch. I'll say that it's definitely.
Everybody said it was decent. It was a little
Very
long.
much.
Everybody said it was maybe half hour too long, but it was a good movie. It was good.
Yeah, it was definitely good. But the Batman, you'll see. I mean, he's kind of emo, but you'll see.
I was expecting that for the pictures, but yeah,
You'll see, man. And also, I want to say, we gotta watch out for these, these flying spiders.
Oh yes, I was talking about that the other day. Yes. So apparently, there's these flying spiders from, I want to say Asia or Australia, that came over here. They landed in Georgia like a couple of years ago or a couple months ago, and then they're making their way up north, and they could come as high up as DC and Delaware. And apparently it was a gliding off of there. There's
they call it ballooning. What they call it, ballooning?
With a balloon or whatever.
Yeah.
But apparently that story was false, and they're not supposed to come up here. But then they say they were. They said they weren't. They said they were. They said they weren't. Then they said they weren't poisonous. They said they were poisonous. They said
they are poisonous.
Not poisonous.
They're poisonous, but they don't. Their fangs don't pierce human skin. So
the story has changed. The story has changed like 3-4 times in a couple of days. I see that
now. If we start seeing people die and they got some bite marks, then the niggas lie. But if it don't happen, then it was, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But yeah, that's a wild story. That is a wild. Hopefully we don't see them. Hopefully we do not see them. Those spiders are big as shit.
Yeah.
They're not as big as Australia, like the huge ass dog.
They said they're like
those are big spiders.
They said they're like 3 to 4 inches in size.
Those are big ass spiders. Those are big spiders.
Well, I'd rather them than the killer hornets.
Yeah, killer hornets wasn't a thing. Sure.
That was tough, man. Also, kind of want to end heavy, but also I do want to acknowledge the fact, I don't know if we heard about Cain Velasquez.
Was that the guy that shot someone for allegedly molesting his daughter or niece?
Correct. He's a former UFC fighter, a heavyweight, who tried to kill a person who I guess we have to say allegedly molested his daughter on multiple occasions.
Would they shoot somebody else instead of the guy?
Something like that. I think he missed him or whatever. But what are your thoughts about the whole situation?
That's fucked up all around. He should have been in the range to get shot on, to actually get a good shot at the person he was aiming at.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if you're a gun owner, please go to the range and actually learn how to shoot. Don't just think because I have a gun I can shoot. No, you have to actually train to be an actual good shot. It's not like Call of Duty. You have to actually train your body to have muscle memory to actually learn to shoot. Again, this is a sad situation all around for the daughter that was molested, for the man that did this, for the man, the innocent person that got shot that didn't have anything to do with this, for Cain Velasquez for being the violent person in this incident, this time at least. Hopefully, they can all find some way to heal from this, especially the daughter and the person that got shot that wasn't supposed to get shot. Again, I believe Mr. He should be held to the extent of law that he can be, because that person didn't deserve to get shot. I know it was a heated moment. I know it was a very frustrating thing, but you don't have the right to take the law in your hands.
That's true.
I know it can feel that way at times, but you don't have the right to do that. And as a person that they had nothing to do with this got injured, hopefully they didn't lose their life. They were just injured. They didn't lose any bodily functions or their bodily autonomy because of this event. But I'll have to look into this further. But yeah, I feel it's a bad thing all around.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like but it's kind of tough. Like, how can you really fault a man for wanting to go out and kill somebody who did such a heinous act, to their underage daughter?
Allegedly, because they have been convicted of this crime.
Allegedly, but you know what I'm saying.
Not saying
I can only imagine.
That's a terrible thing to do to someone. You don't violate a child or any person like that. You don't take away their autonomy in any situation, or take away their choice to be free in that situation. That's a terrible thing. You don't violate anyone's body like that. That's horrible. That's disgusting. No one should ever do that.
Really disgusting. Really disgusting.
Especially of an underage child, male or female. We don't condone none of that shit. That sick person deserves to be in jail for the rest of their goddamn life and not let out.
Cain, and to me, if Cain actually is able to do what he set out to do, man, to me he's justified. To be honest, because people like those,
but
they don't.
He didn't do that. He didn't.
I know he didn't. So I know. He didn't do it.
Hopefully he can pay restitution to the person that he injured. Get them squared away and pay whatever medical bills they have, and actually help with their healing or whatever. And then have the person that actually did this alleged crime on trial and have them pay with a jail sentence. And if Mr. Velasquez is in the same prison system as him, whatever happened to him.
That's true. I mean, truthfully, I don't even know if somebody did that. Like, why is that too much of an out to try to shoot and kill them? Or I mean, it's just I don't know. Maybe even better off just trying to just beat him to death, or beating him up using his hands, because he is a professional fighter. At least, but
either way, it was gonna be a bad outcome.
I mean, it's a bad outcome. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to promote vigilantism.
I understand where it's coming from, but he should have took a second to think about it.
We're talking about from a moral, humanistic, standpoint of how
I understand how he felt. That's
how a man would feel need to address that situation in that type of manner. Especially you don't violate anybody like that. Especially a young child that can't defend himself. So
let's do one more thing.
Prayers for him and his family.
Prayers for the family. Let's do one more thing. We have 2 new shows dropping soon. That one else. We have the Halo TV series that we talked a little bit about last.
Oh yeah, we did.
It's been it got announced back in 2013 when Xbox One got announced. Back when they did the connector and all the other stuff. They got announced right there, but it's finally releasing this year. It's actually releasing on March 24th.
Oh, pretty soon. Oh, it's coming.
Yeah. And they just released the new trailer for the Marvel TV series Miss Marvel, which will be out June 8th.
All right. We have something to look for this summer.
So we got Moon Knight coming out, and I think latest month, early next month. And then we got Miss Marvel in June. So yeah, Marvel TV shows right back up again.
And Marvel always doing the damn thing, man. Shout out to Marvel, man. Shout out to Disney Plus and all them as well.
Yes, yes,
All right,
yes,
man.
yes.
All right, man. I mean, I guess that wraps it up, man. I know it's been minutes since we did one of these, but so we back at it. Sure enough, man, this is Simply Awesome
We'll
podcast.
be back to
Man,
it,
I want to thank Royal. I want to thank Patty Mayonnaise, Extra Mayo Radio, man. Shout out to you for chopping up with us, and we're going to give you guys some more content as well. And thank you guys for really rocking out with us, man. For everybody overseas and everybody here at home as well, man. Just stay safe, stay positive, and protect yourself at all times, man. Deuces.
Yep.